Alright, what's going on everybody? As you can tell, the garage door is open behind me. And with that being said, we are in store for another project. So, for today's video, we're going to go ahead and attempt to wrap our roof. It's going to be a gloss black finish. So keep in mind that the RS, which is what we have, it does have roof rails right there. So I think we're going to go ahead and try to remove that, make our wrapping process a little easier. But yeah, so it's going to be a gloss black. I've already previously wrapped the roof on my car, which was a little more simple just because it had the one antenna there and didn't really have the roof rails. And it was a smaller car. So now we're going to need to use some step ladders, stools, and possibly remove these roof rails. So stay tuned if it sounds something like you're interested in, and yeah, we can get it started. But here is the roof before we start. As you can tell, it does have an antenna. It's got some grooves in here, got some body lines, so that could be a little challenging if you're newer to wrapping, kind of like us. But I think it's going to look great because this pillar right here is a gloss black, so that's nice, and then the rest of this is all gloss black. So it's going to give it a nice finished look. So here is an antenna, and as another thing too is on my Lancer, the other car, the roof was flat. This has some nice accents in there. So even though it's nice, it's going to give us a little more trouble to install the vinyl wrap without getting the creases and stuff in there. But it should still be a fun little project. Alright, quick disclaimer, this is a Vivid Vinyl Wrap. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. However, I bought this off of Amazon. It was about $70, and that is for a 10-foot by 5-foot roll, as you can see here. It is gloss black in color, pretty durable, and that's what I used on the other car as well. So they have advanced technology since before. So this should help a lot with getting the release of air bubbles and things of that nature. But just figured I'd show you guys this nice little roll. Okay, change of plan. So I don't think we're going to wrap the middle section of the roof anymore, just because the vinyl that I bought, it doesn't go past 6 feet wide. And the issue that we were having is when we had it laid up on top, over here on the sides where we wanted to take it, the vinyl cuts off about right here. So it would have a weird trim right here. We wouldn't have the extra vinyl to bring it all the way down. And then secondly, these roof rails were actually really hard to remove. I even went inside of the car. I removed this dome light and everything, went through there, removed some of these little, removed some of these pillars to try to see if there's some bolts holding up the roof rail. Couldn't find anything, and there's a whole bunch of airbags up in here. I didn't want to mess around with it too much. So long story short, we're going to go ahead and we're going to make this roof wrap our own. We're going to be doing the sides. So we're just going to trim off a little section for the side. That way it gives it a blacked out look from the side of the car. As you can see right here, we're going to tone match this part of the roof up. So you can see how it kind of comes out that way. So you can see how it kind of comes out that way, and we're just going to go ahead and color match this gloss black with everything else. So everything here outward is going to be black. So all this is going to be a gloss black. Gloss black. And then right here is going to be a gloss black. And if I have extra material, which I know we will, I'm going to go ahead and probably try to do this tail end of the trunk. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this up to the size that we need, because obviously we don't need that much vinyl anymore. You can never have too much vinyl. Alright, for some reason, since every measuring tape that we ever have in this household breaks, we don't
or
have
goes missing.
Yeah, or goes missing. We have to use this handy dandy biceps measurer for our measurements. So right now we're going to go ahead and take measurements to see how much vinyl I need to actually cut off of here. So we're going to go from the widest point, which happens to be right here where it dips down. So I'm going to go ahead and measure, and we're going to go ahead and give ourselves an extra inch on each end for playroom. So as you can tell, it's about 11.5, so we'll probably just go straight to 13. 13 sounds like a good number. So before anybody freaks out us stepping on this vinyl. Just be careful with it, but there is a protective coating on here that we're gonna have to peel off anyways, so this is still protected. But we just had to lay it down on the ground to get that piece cut off. Okay, so we got that one piece of vinyl cut off. These are little magnets. I forgot to mention that I had some of these. They basically help hold the wrap up in place. They're actually pretty strong. As you can tell, it's holding everything up. And this does seem a little long, but it's okay, we can work with that, because we still have to get over this little lip right here. Alright, so now that we know that fits, she's gonna go ahead and cut out the other side, use that as a little tracer mark. And then I need to go ahead and clean off the surface of this, because that's one of the most important steps when it comes to vinyl. You want to go ahead and clean your surface, so we're going to go ahead and do that while Heather's over here cutting new pieces. Alright, so in order to clean the little side pillars and everything, I'm going to go ahead and use the waterless car wash from Chemical Guys. Again, not sponsored, but it's an amazing product. We use it all the time. Helps really clean the car up. Anyways, just that and a little basic shop rag, and that is now clean. Alright, step number 1 is done. We have it up on the side of the roof like we wanted. Just wanted to show you guys what it looks like with the door off. Not too shabby, right? And then here's from the front. A more detailed look of what's going on over here. So this is all going to be trimmed beneath, so don't worry about all those creases. But there's a closer look of the vinyl itself. Pretty similar to the gloss black already, so we're happy with it. Alright, you guys are ready for some satisfaction? Hopefully I did this right. Oh yeah. Looking good so far. Voila. So look how good that matches the gloss black of this pillar. It all kind of came together. So pretty happy with that. Look at that. A little closer look. No big wrinkles or any air bubbles this time. I think the vinyl was a lot better. So back here there are some little flaws. So right back here on this little V, I guess you can call it, I trimmed it to the best of my ability at the time, but it was just a little short, as you can see. And when I went to heat everything up, there's a little bit of white showing there, but you really can't see it at like 2 feet away from the car, so I can live with that. And then we weren't too sure about this trunk piece. I didn't know if I wanted to extend it or not, so that's why I said it's partially done. And after bringing it out and looking at the car, we're going to go ahead and extend this to this little lip. So this will be black right there. And then as far as the trunk goes, I think we're going to leave it as is. We were originally going to try to wrap this portion of the hood spoiler, but we're going to keep it as is just because there's a little lip right here. This is black right here. I don't know if you guys can tell. But this right here is black, and there's a white lip, and you have to squeeze vinyl down there. It'd kind of be a pain in the butt. So what we're going to end up doing is just extending this little corner piece right here. What do you guys think so far? I think it looks pretty solid. Pretty happy with it. So we're going to go ahead and knock out the other side. pull it. Pull it, pull it, pull it. Good job, thank you. Keep going. Good job, high five. Yeah. Okay, there it is, all finished. So I am incredibly sorry. That day that we finished the vinyl wrap, it was actually raining. Go figure, we were in Florida. So we didn't actually get to close out the video. But I wanted to go ahead and give you guys one last little look and update on everything. Looking good so far. Like I said, sorry it's dark, but I'll give you guys a quick overview on it. But yeah, that's what it's looking like. Everything's holding up so far. It's been about a week. And yeah, we're still happy with it. Nothing's been peeling, so the vinyl itself is good. Good quality. Again, that is Vivid Vinyl. Well, that's gonna do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll lay down in the description below, as everything I always do, where I bought the wrap itself, the squeegee, and the waterless car wash, all the stuff, all the supplies that I use, I'll lay it down in the description below. And if you guys have any questions in regards to the wrapping process that we went through, please leave a comment down below and we will try to answer that question for you as soon as possible. Again, as always, I want to say thanks for watching. Never live your life in idle, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.